There are tons of hidden details, missed Easter eggs and storytelling items that help to explain the whole story of the new Season 4 reveal trailer. So I'm going to break down everything, regardless of whether you want to know what exactly happens, who that girl is, how old she may be now in the current timeline, or what we know about Revenant and their personality. Then pay attention to this, and we'll also throw in any little missed details that aren't exactly relevant to the story of the video, but are pretty cool to see either way. The first one is this little Nessie here. Now, the Respawn devs are always hiding Nessie dolls in their games and their game trailers. This has been happening for a long time now, ever since Titanfall, and it's just a nice little thing to see in the background, so if you missed that, that's there here. You may have missed this one, but this isn't a weapon currently in Apex Legends. Lemon Drop believes this may be the Sidewinder, which is a grenade launcher from the Titanfall series. It wouldn't surprise me if this is added in the future. To me, this is kind of a hint for what may come next after the Sentinel. So obviously Hammond Industries are the people responsible for creating Revenant and who he is today. They create simulacrums. These are robots that have a human's personality and consciousness. Now, they have been developed to a point where, like in Revenant's case, he doesn't even realize he is a simulacrum until later on. You'll see as he malfunctions that he finally realizes what he is. So they're really messing with human conscious, which is, you know, there's a whole moral side to that, which I'm sure you can obviously see the bad sides of. Now, this information goes by really quick, but it's really important for a number of reasons. First, Marcos Andrade is 6'4", and Revenant is taller than him, which means Revenant is taller than 6'4". Thanks to a recent tweet by the Apex Legends Twitter, we know Pathfinder is 6'2", Gibraltar is 6'5", which may mean Revenant is the tallest legend to come yet. We'll have to wait and see, but it's seeming very likely, perhaps closer to 7 foot. Also, the important thing here is the year 2702. Now, we don't know exactly how old this man was in 2702, but let me give you some context here. 2702 is 1 year before Gibraltar, Mirage and Pathfinder were booted, 7 years before Octavio Silva was born. The only two legends born before this date were Bangalore and Caustic. This means this also took place before the Frontier War ended, so that's something really interesting, and obviously that means the Apex Games hadn't really started yet either. Obviously this event took place in the past in terms of what's happening in this video right now, but what's important to note is that this man is now 41. The 2702 event was kind of when he gained notoriety, which kind of means that, you know, give or take maybe 10 or 20 years. Perhaps Revenant's actions in this clip are about 27 to 12 or something like that, definitely before the Frontier War ended. And perhaps most importantly, that little girl at the end who looks like she's ready to seek vengeance would probably be about 20 to 30 years old, maybe like 35 at the maximum. Ripe old age to join the Apex Games. I think this is a tease for a future legend. I mean, this may be the first real bitter rivalry we're going to have in the Apex Games, so that's really exciting. Another little clip here showcases just how much Revenant sees himself as a human. So they've used this really cool thing with the reflection of mirrors, where what we see in the mirror is what Revenant sees. So at this moment in time, Revenant still thinks he's a human. His programming has made him see himself that way. So when he's climbing through mirrors, when he's shaving, he sees himself as a human. Perhaps an important part of Revenant's kit is that he can literally turn his hand into a knife. Now, I don't know if this would be important in his abilities, but it's very, very cool to see. Here's another look at how Revenant is really tall. So yeah, he's probably almost 7 foot. And here's Revenant entering Shadow Form. Now, we got to experience Shadow Form in the Fight or Fright event mode. It seems this is Revenant's ability in some way, and at least in this clip here, he can enter this mode free of will. Note that it just takes one shot and then Revenant is out of Shadow mode. Perhaps the Revenant in game will have a very low amount of health like the shadows in Fight or Fright. I'm very curious to see how it plays out.
You must go. Papa, please. I love you. What the hell are you? Death.
So this is the exact moment that Revenant's programming fails, because he sees a glass shard in his neck, there's no blood, he's still alive, and you know, that obviously creates this failure in the programming, and he realizes who he actually is. A neat little moment here, we get to see what Revenant is actually doing in his apartment. So all of the trees are dead, he's just scraping his face, obviously no shaving is happening here. So it's like before his programming failed, he thought this was this beautiful apartment with nice green trees, you know, it's really interesting to see. And then we get the Hammond Robotics logo. Obviously this is who made Revenant who he is today, and who he's seeking vengeance for, and that is why he killed Forge. At this point he doesn't care about the money, he was a great assassin, but now he's just out there to absolutely annihilate Hammond Robotics. And then, of course, ending on this, we're obviously going to see some kind of story play out with this character here. It's undeniable. Alright, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, and if you caught any other little details by leaving a comment below. I'll see you there. Cheerio!